Good afternoon. Welcome to it. It is our Big Brother Hotshots Hangout. Another 2 housemates, actually 3, evicted from the Big Brother Hotshots house over the weekend, and we welcome 2 of them into our Hangout space this afternoon. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Thank you.
Are you good? How are you feeling?
I'll go. Personally, I feel good. I feel like I've achieved. You remember when you came to me the very first day? You asked me how long do you really. I told you a month.
Yeah.
I remember that, and I actually feel like wow, I've achieved exactly what I wanted, and I've showcased everything that I have in all the talents that I have, and that was my aim. Okay. So I feel relieved. There is a lot of pressure in that house.
I'm sure.
And
there are a lot of people as well.
A lot of people with different characters and very talented. You know, everything is so nice there.
Yeah,
really.
And for you, how are you feeling?
I feel on top of the world. I mean, for the first time after so many weeks, I get to meet my wife again, and it feels so great. I feel so great because if I stayed another week, maybe my wife would break, because there was a lot of perceptions going on. I mean, I checked on the internet. I saw some pictures of me and Ella. And I said to myself, if I was outside and watching the show, I'll think the same way for whoever was doing that. But truth is, there was nothing. Me and Ella, we just connected on that level. I love my wife, I love my kid. There was nothing. It was very platonic. It's just that maybe we overdid certain things. Like we had too much, we kissed our cheeks too much, and we walked around, we followed each other too much, but there was nothing. So I feel very good that I'm back with my family.
Okay, good. Well, I think I'm not the only one who has questions. I want to introduce you to everybody. We'll get going straight away with the questions, and we'll start with you, Frida, in Kenya.
Hello.
Hello.
This question is for Casey Moore. I know you talked a bit about Ella, but I really just wanted to, dig deep. Besides Ella, who else will you miss the most in the Big Brother house?
I'll miss JJ. I'll miss JJ a lot, and I'll miss Samantha also very much.
Khotso from GoTV, let's go to you.
Hi guys. Casey, so we got one question from our subscribers in Zambia, and they basically want to know, what do you think made you leave the house?
I think Africa got the wrong perception. Like I said earlier on, I think Africa saw what they had to see, but they couldn't feel what I was feeling, and they were not in my mind. They didn't know that every time I laid on that bed with Ella, I thought about my wife. And I didn't see Ella in that way. I always said to my fellow housemates that the day Ella makes a move on me, I'm gonna kick her out. Like I'm gonna let her go. But she never did that, and I didn't see any reason to stop her from coming to me. Because she never made any move. So Africa saw what they saw, and they voted based on that. They thought, this guy is not faithful, he's doing stupid things in the house, and they voted. I'm happy. If I'd stayed another week, I don't know what would have happened. I'm not saying I was going to do something stupid, but I was concerned about my wife. That if the pictures I saw this morning, if my wife saw them again for another week, she was going to break, and my family would have been shattered. So I'm glad that I'm back. I'm glad that I didn't get the 300,000. I'm back with my family, and that's all I care about right now.
More important than the money.
More important than the money.
For me, the reason I think I left the house, I was evicted, is because first of all, I realized that at the end, JJ had added my countryman, Frankie. And then I actually saw how Africa voted. And when you look at the guy like Maki too, he was really a big established artist, and I like that guy. And he actually got more votes, and I could understand, and it was totally understandable. And then Frankie surprised me with the votes that he got. But then I came to think about it. He didn't get votes from Rwanda, according to how I saw it. I took the votes from Rwanda, but he got votes from Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, which is East Africa. And I was like, wow, this is really, really, really interesting. So I kind of felt like the nominees that were nominated, they were very strong personalities, and surviving that was a bit hard for me. So, but again, I was so grateful that I spent there a month, and I tried to do all the best, and I did all I can, and I achieved what I wanted to achieve.
So let's go to you.
Hi, this is a question for Casey Moore from Nigeria.
Ghana.
So Nigerians on Twitter think your wife's. I'm
Sorry?
I'm
Can you come
a
again?
question from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigerians on Twitter believe your wife is Nigerian and her name is Fumalayo. Is that true?
That's true. That's very true. My wife is very much Nigerian. She's been living in this country for the past 15 years, and we met, and yeah, she's very much Nigerian.
So now we've lost another Nigerian housemate, so to speak. Eh?
Yes, kind of, yes. But I still got my in-law. I've got my in-law in there, so yeah, we're still pushing for Nigeria. Niger.
Pushing for Thai.
Are you mad or something?
You got a question for the guys?
Okay, hi Casey.
Hello.
You were very emotional in the house. Is, is that how you are, or is that something you learned about yourself in the house?
Yes, that's not how I am. When I got home, the first thing my wife said to me was, I never knew you were a crybaby because I have never been. I don't cry. I don't know what happened to me in the house. I think it was the whole environment and the fact that I became like the go-to guy. Everybody comes to me and tells me these little stories, sad stories, and it became too much, and I couldn't take it anymore. And the only way to let it out was to cry, because if everybody's looking at me as the guy who's strong, who's going to help me through my situation, then that leaves me with nobody to go to talk to. So I had to let it out, and I found myself crying a lot. Trust me, you'll never see me cry ever. Okay, unless you put me in another house, which will never happen. But that was just my way of dealing with all the pressures that was coming to me, and it's good to cry. It's therapy sometimes.
Cowboys do cry sometimes.
Yeah,
Cowboys do cry.
Frida?
Frida.
This question for this question is third.
Yes.
Now that I don't know how, what should we as Africans expect from you as far as your career? What do you plan on doing?
What I'm planning to do basically, because I do comedy, I do radio presenting and TV presenting, and then I do dancing. Those are basically my biggest elements. I'm planning to start working not on a local level. Now I was a bit big. I was big in Rwanda, but now I want to go bigger in Africa. And that is why I want to start like working on projects that make me more bigger in Africa, working with guys like Kesimo. I've already started working on a project with Louis, the guy from Namibia. That is a TV show that we are planning, and we are hoping it's going to be pushed. And we want to go global, and that is our vision. And I want to use that chance the moment I'm out of the house. I still have a month. I still need to act like I'm in the house, because with that month, definitely if I do something, it will go right away, because people will be remembering my name. So I want to use that moment to get something done.
Tell us what you're planning. What's this TV show? Without giving too much away, what are you working on?
Because we have people we met. There are 26 housemates from 13 different countries, and that means you have 13 people in each country. Do you know how much people spend to have correspondence in their countries? And now imagine you have all those guys there, and you have fashion designers, you have comedians, you have dancers, you have poets, you have rappers, you have everything. Now imagine compiling all that together and creating one thing. And that's something brilliant.
Yeah.
All you are going to do is to coordinate it and bring one thing that is really big for Africa.
And that is interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
That's the thing.
So we must check it out. We will be waiting.
Get ready for it. Yeah.
Okay, Khotso, one question from you.
Exciting. Arthur, this one is for you. So, do you think that your strategy worked in the house?
I really think my strategy worked, because most of the interviews that I've gone to, even the producers that I met from Big Brother, they were like, I didn't expect you to go out because I loved your talents in the tasks. And I was like, all I needed was 4 weeks. It's the same thing I told you when we started the show. I need a month, because I wanted, the first week I was pushing comedy. When I entered the house, I got a vote of 75%. That was very big for me, because I did a stand-up comedy. And even in the task, I did comedy. when we reached on the second week, I came out as a dancer and I did dance in the task. And then the third week, I started acting. And then the fourth week, I was becoming a songwriter, creating a song with my boy KC. And I was like, okay, the more I go, is the more I'm going to show Africa who I am. But I feel like I've proved to Africa that I'm multi-talented, and that was my aim. And with that, I'm going to use it. And my aim was not really to get the 300,000, but to get something that can give me that 300,000 competing.
And more.
And more, and more. Because I don't want Africa to remember me, oh, that guy who talked too much, oh, that guy who did this. No, I want them to remember me, that talented guy who left, and then he comes back with something big. And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, great.
Thanks.
Nice. Nosa, got another question?
Okay, this is a double question for Arthur. Who do you think will win, and who do you want to win?
Who do you think will win, and who do you want to win? I'll ask both of you, actually. just the names.
Who do I think will win? I have two people in mind, between Makitu and Tai. And who do I want to win? I would love Makitu to win because he was a bit close to me. People cracked a joke out of it because we shared the same bed. When we went in that house, we didn't have enough space, so we shared a bed. And he showed me the other side of Big Brother house. He was like, Arthur, however much, don't get too emotional. This is a game. And he's that kind of guy. I can tell you right now, he's got a pen and a paper. Who is leaving? Who is staying? How is it going to be? He knew I'm going to be nominated, and he told me before. And I was prepared for it. And he even told me a reason why I was going to be nominated. He even knew he's going to be nominated. He's that kind of guy that he's loved. He does less. He's a rapper. He's a very, very good artist. And he can adapt to any kind of art. And I think that's the kind of person that Africa loves. And then he's trying to show that, okay, if love is the game, he's going for Sipe. That guy is smart, and I think that's his game. So if they are not careful, and I'm told he won the sneakiest guy, and I believe that guy, ooh.
So you hope he's...
I really hope he's gonna win.
Okay, and for you, Casey?
For who I think will win, I think Tayo. I think Tayo's got a very strong personality.
You're
He's from Nigeria. He's my in-law, representing the West. You know, who I want to win is two people: my best friend Ella and my countrymate Mambi. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to wait to see. There's just a little over a month to go until we find out who will win that $300,000. And it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, they'll still provide us with a lot of entertainment in the weeks to come.
Yeah.
One more question from Sipilile and Mo.
This is for both of you guys. What's the first thing that you're going to watch? I mean, you've been away for so long, and there's certain things that you love. What's the first thing that you're going to grab a remote and just switch on and watch?
Can you come again?
Oh, so what's the first thing that you're going to watch? Oh, sorry. What's the first thing that you're going to watch that you've been itching to see?
Because you haven't watched TV.
We haven't watched TV for a while, and the first thing that I'm going to watch is so crazy, but it's going to be this Big Brother show. I really want to see how this goes down, because, you know, what goes on TV is like 60% of what happens. And the rest, the 40%, you guys, you will never know. But now that I have a clue of what's going on, I know why Tayo wakes up in the morning and sings the same certain song. I know why Trejaga, he gets those moments to campaign. I know everything. So I'll love and I'll enjoy it. And then I'll love to know who really nominated me. I'll love to know that guy. As in, what did I do?
Well, for me, I'm not allowed to watch Big Brother for at least a week because Ella is still there, and every time my wife sees her, she wants to kill me. So I guess I'll do Big Brother in my house for a while. But I'm itching. I'm itching to watch the show. I will be doing a couple of what do you call them? TV like series, you know, during the week, just so.
What series are you?
I like the originals. It just came out. I've got. Okay, fine. I'm not going to tell you how I got it because it's. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be busy with that for at least a week, and then maybe over the weekend when my wife has gotten over her Ella anger, then we can start watching the Big Brother show, and maybe end up voting for Ella. Me and my wife will vote for Ella.
Okay, well, Jamal, it's awesome having you. Thank you very much for entertaining us. Don't forget, if you want to catch up on the highlights of your Big Brother story and everybody else, you go to bigbrotherafrica.com. All the videos, all the news, all the tweets, all the Instagram, everything there. Go and check it out there. And also vote for your favorite housemate. Because if you don't vote for them, this is what happens.
Vote for Frankie, my boy!
Happiness is what happens.
Frankie. I really love the character of Frankie. And vote for him.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your support. We hope that you don't write bad things about us. Don't put the Ella photos.
It's already written, my brother.
It's all online.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much,
It
guys.
was nice
Catch you
meeting you.
soon. And I'll catch you back with another Hangout shortly.
All right. Ghana, stand up.